Dear UWC Dilijan alumni, students, parents, and friends, I am Ashara Jaman, a Student Council co-representative and a first-year student at UWC Dilijan. I am from Bangladesh. Welcome to the 2023 Alumni in Action Award ceremony. We are pleased to welcome our fourth Alumni in Action awardee today. It is my pleasure to introduce Gabriel Ernesto Abad Fernandez, head of UWC Dilijan, who initiated the Alumni in Action Award, to say a few words.
Thank you, Shara. Dear friends, the Alumni in Action Award is a recognition and a celebration by UWC Dilijan of the important contributions that our alumni have made and are making in their own communities, the wider UWC movement, and of course, the life of UWC Dilijan. It is an opportunity for our staff, students, alumni, board, parents, and friends to reflect on the impact of our school through our alumni and to celebrate their commitment to make the world a better place, true to the values of United World College. So let me share with you briefly the story of how the Alumni in Action Award came about. Back in the summer of 2020, the Armenian hospitals were overloaded and struggling to keep up with the number of patients infected with COVID-19. Having heard about this, Sandro, who had just graduated from UWC Dilijan as the pandemic started, decided to take action. He launched a petition urging the Georgian government to offer to help Armenia. In around 2 hours, the petition was covered by major media outlets and the region and all over. And very quickly, the Georgian government was ready to help the neighbor, Armenia. The governments of Armenia and Georgia then started to collaborate, working on the logistics. Meanwhile, Sandro received multiple interview requests from Armenian and Georgian journalists who were surprised that the action of a young man could make such an impact. Thus, Sandro became a hero. However, he does not think he did anything heroic. He simply took action when he saw a need. And this is what most admirable in the case. All he wanted to do was help Armenia, the country he came to know and love while he was a student here. That's why we decided to acknowledge Sandro's good deed, and that's how the Alumni in Action Award was established. We're grateful to Sandro for showing us that alumni of a young school like ours can make a difference. And now, the Alumni in Action Award is part of our annual calendar. The 2021 and 2022 Alumni in Action awardees were correspondingly Jeppe Strand, a 2018 graduate from Denmark, and Violeta Karpenko, a 2017 graduate from Ukraine. Today, we're delighted to welcome the 2023 Alumni in Action awardee who joined in the ranks of our outstanding graduates. I would like to thank the selection committee members. Please allow me now to invite Dinithi Bandaranayake, our head of science, and the staff representative on the selection committee to explain how we went about selecting it.
Thank you, Gabriel. I was delighted to be a part of the selection committee of the Alumni in Action Award this year, representing the UWCD staff. I joined this lovely community in 2016 and know alums of all cohorts, but the very first one. So from my experience with these unique students, I can proudly say that we have great alumni. They are different in their own interest, and they are all winners in their own rights. Therefore, it was very difficult for us to judge their action, but we did our best. So apart from Gabriel and I, the selection committee included Natalie and Haraj from UWCD Student Council, who just finished their term. Francesco from representing UWCD Alumni Council, a 2018 graduate from Italy. Magella, who's the Parent Council Chair, who made a collective decision with the Parent Council, and Alice Petrosian, representing the UWCD Board of Governors. So every member of the selection committee had a chance to go through each submission independently and provided scores based on the following criteria: demonstration of commitment to the cause, time commitment, and overall impact or the meaningfulness. Based on the overall selection process, we are delighted to announce that this year's Alumni in Action awardee is Misha Simonian, UWCD 2016 graduate from Armenia. Misha was nominated by Marcos dos Santos, his co-ear from Brazil. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinithi. Before inviting Marcos and Misha, we would like to show a short video called One Voice that have been made by the Media Club of the class of 2016, the cohort that both Marcos and Misha represent, the first and very special group of UWC Dilijan students.
I'm excited to eat the food from all over the world.
To be a part of the first generation.
To be a part of the UWC movement.
To be part of a brand new campus.
Share my culture.
To see an initiative that is taken up by people outside of the UWC movement.
To improve my English. To learn Russian.
Learn French.
To learn Japanese.
Repeat Barevzes and Schnarakalutun 5 times a day.
Start Cash for Real.
To travel around the region.
To meet new students next year.
Contemporary dancing.
My goals for being here is have no regrets. Experience as much as I can.
Bring this to my home.
Being helpful for the community.
Stay awake for all of my classes.
Learn as much about different people and different cultures as I can.
Get involved in projects around Dilijan.
Taking out all of my bias and actually seeing the world as it is.
Bring this to my home.
To become a better person.
Being helpful for the community.
Enrich myself.
Realize who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to do in my life.
I'm grateful for being able to be myself.
To eat lavash every day.
To have good friends here who really support me every time.
I'm here because I believe in the movement. I believe in the reasons of UWC. I believe in peace, and I think we can get it. Perhaps not while I'm alive, perhaps not while our kids are alive, but I do think we can have it.
Why am I here? Why not?
And now let us invite Misha and Marcos and see some of the things we hear about in this video resonate today. Marcos, please explain why you nominated Misha for the Alumni in Action Award and explain Misha's achievements relevant to the spirit of the award.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. It's definitely a pleasure to share this call with Misha and everybody else. Happy birthday, Misha. I know it's your birthday today. Hope it's a special day for you, and this award makes the day a bit more special for you. I'm speaking from Atlanta right now. I am doing my graduate work at Georgia Institute of Technology, working on aerospace engineering. That's my passion, my thing. So let me talk about why I think Misha deserves this Alumni in Action Award. To begin with, for context, we both come from the same cohort, 2014, 2016. It was a very special one because we got to found many clubs and really see the school in its early stages, trying to find footing and resonate with the UWC movement. So there were lots of difficulties at first, but when you saw the end, it was a beautiful work. So it was a very nice class to be a part of. Misha and I were part of the same cohort, and I wanted to say how he was perceived on campus, not only how he interacted with other people, but how he was perceived as somebody who was very approachable, very kind, always with a very bright light to everyone. And because of that, he had lots of friends, had a very strong group of friends, and was somebody that impacted positively the campus. And those memories will, of course, stay with us forever. Misha and I also had the opportunity to give a talk to George Clooney in 2016, April 23rd. At that time, we shared our personal struggles, some of our perceptions of the world and how we saw things developing. And it was amazing to listen to his talk and see how his personal struggles kind of shaped who he was, and how he perceived the world, and how it also relates to my own story. As somebody with physical difference, as I am, with a physical disability, I saw in Misha's talk something that I also experienced in many ways, and I felt and I continued to feel represented by his work, his leadership, in the way that he does what he loves and what he has talent in doing. So just for some background on Misha, he comes from a humble background. From Yerevan in Armenia. He started sewing hats and making brooches in his room in Yerevan, and he later gave them to refugees from Artsakh in his early days, and then he moved to EWC Dilijan. We both participated, we graduated in that cohort, and then he moved to Luther College. And now he is in Paris at the center of the fashion world, and it's fantastic to see how you can use your Misha, your talent in a small scale, impact people at that scale, and now globally, and continue to inspire all of us. So right now, recently, he's been working on an adaptive fashion collection at the International Fashion Academy of Paris. And that, again, signifies how much that really, means a lot, how he has progressed over time, where he is right now, and his impact through the care that he puts into his work, but also all the talent that he has, and his considerations that go beyond his personal borders. Almost finishing here to say that I came across an article that was talking about his collection, aphrodisiac, and his past. And it was outstanding to read an article, about someone that I shared a class with. But that towards the end of the article, they say, Mikhail Simonian, you're probably going to hear this name again. Very likely, in fact, you're going to hear that name again. So keep it in mind. So just having that realization was like, okay, it's an amazing thing to just know that, just a few years ago, we were sharing the same stage. We're, going to the same classrooms. It's truly a moment of pride for all of us who had that pleasure. And I just wanted to finish and say that your personal mission to empower and give visibility to people with disability is something that I think embodies the UWC mission, which says that we should go beyond our personal borders. Of course, there's much more about EWC, all the education and uniting people, but also going beyond borders, personal borders, to utilize the gifts that we were given in helping people, and continuing to fight for equality, sustainability, everything that the world needs so much. Misha, happy birthday. Congratulations on your award. And yeah, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Marcos. And now let us hear from Misha.
Hello, everyone. Vare Volorin. To be honest, first of all, I want to say that I have so many emotions right now that it is very hard to express myself and express the gratitude of being part of this great community and what this community gave to all of us. First of all, the empowerment came from UWC that now we are able to share our story, share our inspiration, share our know-how. And thank you, Marcos, and thank you everyone for this great award. I'm absolutely honored. It's very hard to find the right words to express my gratitude. It's actually even more motivating to contribute more. And now that I've been in Paris for almost 2 years and have so much new knowledge and skills and craft in fashion, I am certainly hoping to be able to pass this down to UWC community as well. Thank you, everyone. I just have no words. This is a moment when I reflect back to where we started and how the essential role that UWC played. As Marcos said, we all came from different backgrounds, social backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, and perhaps some of it, some advantages and disadvantages in life. But what makes UWC so special is that once we arrived on the campus, we were all on the same starting point, and we were all supported the same way by everyone on campus. And this is part of an essential part of my journey. This is an essential part of my artistic inspiration of who I am and how I see and perceive the world. So again, thank you so much. I'm beyond honored.
Thank you, Misha, and congratulations once again. And now, Gabriel, over to you.
Well, congratulations and happy birthday, Misha. The heights you've reached in the face of adversity are admirable. Your achievements are a testament to the fact that there are no boundaries if one believes in yourself. When you're planning to be back in Armenia, please let us know so we can present you in person with a very special pin. We look forward to seeing you here, and as I'm sure we will be hearing about your successes and your efforts on behalf of disabled people for years to come.
Congratulations to Misha. We hope that you find this recognition of your commitment to action by our community meaningful. And we, current students, our future generations of UWC Diligent students, will be inspired by what you're doing. Thank you to Marcos, Gabriel, and Dinity for being here, and to our audience for joining us today. And here is a happy birthday to Misha from the people he might recognize.
2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.